All right, so today we're diving into a story that is wow. It's a first-hand account from a woman who asked her husband for an open marriage, and, well, let's just say the result was something she never saw coming. Let's get right into how one single decision completely unraveled a life. All right, so today we're diving into a story that is wow. It's a first-hand account from a woman who asked her husband for an open marriage, and, well, let's just say the result was something she never saw coming. Let's get right into how one single decision completely unraveled a life.
And that quote right there, that's from the woman who lived it. It's her blunt summary of this whole experience. I mean, talk about self-awareness, right? It just perfectly sets the stage for what is really a massive cautionary tale about unintended consequences. Okay, so to really get how this all fell apart, you first have to understand what it looked like from the outside. And on the surface, this was not just a long-term marriage. It was, by all accounts, a pretty ideal one.
So, who was this husband? Well, according to her, he was basically the total package. You've got this successful high school football coach, a guy who's in the gym 6 days a week, super athletic, but at home, gentle, protective. He was a great dad, an attentive husband, and he provided for everything. We're talking everything, even their daughter's college. He was, by her own admission, a fantastic partner. So, here's the twist. You hear all that, and you think, why would anyone mess with that? And she tells us flat out. It all came down to one thing: insecurity. This wasn't about him not giving her enough love or attention. This was about something she was battling inside her own head. And you know, this wasn't some new, out-of-the-blue feeling for her. Turns out there's a bit of a history here, a secret one. Years before all this, she'd felt insecure about her weight after having their daughter, and she ended up cheating on him with a personal trainer. So this pattern, insecurity leading to infidelity, it was already there.
So that brings us to the moment it all really kicks off. The moment this insecurity boils over into a proposal that, well, it would change absolutely everything.
Picture this, it's just a normal dinner. She first kind of suggests that maybe he would want to, indulge with other people. He shoots that down immediately, so then she reveals what this is really about with this line right here. I mean, you can just imagine his shock, right? He was totally blindsided.
So what was going through her head? Well, it was all about fear. See, she lost a ton of weight, 70 pounds, and was suddenly getting all this new attention from other guys. But she was terrified she was going to gain it all back. She felt like she had this small window to take advantage of being attractive before it disappeared, and in her mind, he would leave her.
Okay, so to make this whole thing feel, official, civilized, she lays down some ground rules. 3 simple ones. Use protection, obviously. Don't bring anyone back to their house. And number 3, no sleeping with coworkers. And you're going to want to remember that last one because, spoiler alert, it becomes a huge deal later on. And incredibly, he agreed.
All right, so the deal is done. And this is where things start to go off the rails. Immediately. The ink on their little agreement is barely even dry.
So guess what she does? The very first thing. Yep, she breaks one of her own rules, the big one. She starts an affair with a guy from her office, someone she'd already been thinking about. It's like that no coworkers rule was for him, but not for her.
And almost overnight, this huge gap opens up between them. On her side, you've got someone who's all in. She's on dating apps, she sleeps with her coworker and a couple of other guys, and she's feeling this sense of freedom. But on his side, total opposite. He completely withdraws, becomes less affectionate, and just seems miserable. Their paths didn't just split, they went in totally opposite directions.
And this is when it really hits her. She has this moment where she realizes, wait a minute, the thought of him actually doing this? I hate it. The whole thing, she admits, was a total double standard. It was never about freedom for both of them. It was only for her.
So that realization, that uh-oh moment, it pretty quickly morphs into pure jealousy and then obsession. She becomes obsessed with one question. Who is her husband seeing? The question that starts eating her alive is, what changed? Because after months of being down in the dumps, Her husband is suddenly happy again, but it's not because of her. So she's thinking, okay, he's getting that happiness from someone. Who is it?
So she decides to do some digging. And I mean really digging. She literally goes on Amazon, buys a GPS tracker, and hides it in his car. One morning he says he's leaving early for work, and she starts tracking him on her phone and watches as the little dot on the map drives around the block and parks just 2 houses away.
And where did he park? At their neighbor Jessica's house. And this is where the bottom just falls out. Jessica's not just some random person. She's younger, a successful former lawyer who is now a teacher. But the real kicker? She's an English teacher at the same high school where he coaches. He broke the exact same rules she did.
Okay, so now she knows. She has the proof, and she is ready for a confrontation that is going to set off the final explosive, life-changing chain of events.
So, it's another dinner, and this time she confronts him. He admits it. He's seeing Jessica, and she is furious. She just lays it on the line. This whole open marriage thing, it's over. Right now.
And this is the moment the price for her stupid game gets delivered. Her demand to close the marriage completely backfires. He looks her right in the eye and says, okay, we can close the marriage. But he wants something else too, a divorce.
The fallout, as you can imagine, was just brutal. She had to call their adult daughter, who was devastated. And at first, their daughter is livid with her dad, thinking he just left her mom for a younger woman. But our narrator, to her credit, she owns it. She tells her daughter the whole truth. No, this was all me. I did this.
So, let's look at the final tally. What did everyone win in the end? They sold their family home. They split their money. But for her, she's single, living alone in a small condo, just filled with regret. And him? He's still with the neighbor, stayed in the same town, and by all accounts, seems really, really happy. And that just leaves us with one final nagging question. She is convinced that she pushed her husband away, right into the arms of another woman. But when you look at how quickly he found happiness somewhere else, you just have to wonder, did she push him? Or did she just hand him the permission slip he'd been waiting for to escape?
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting videos like these.